to this exact moment.
And you can bet, Clark, that each and every player here tonight feels the importance of this game like no other in their lives, really. A big key in coming through in a big game like this is how well you can compose yourself. How do you handle the pressure of the big stage? We'll find out soon enough which of these teams has the ability to harness all of that raw energy and focus on getting the job done.
And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. They've got Decker. Hill is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Kaminsky, and it's Evans in at the four-man position.
And with any championship game, you know that every player's going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title. And you look at the long list of former players from the University of Michigan, a lot of big-name NBA players got their start as Wolverines. It's been that way for a long time.
Now Hawkins. Now the pass to Decker. That three off the mark.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Screen by Smith. There's Freak. Sinks the triple. Freak's got 6.
And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Screen by Smith. Crawford sets the pick here for Freak. Launches it. Second shot opportunity, and the layup good by Smith. Smith's got his first bucket of the night.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Hill kicks to Fisher. To the paint, looking for Wade. He gets it there. To the right side. Fisher dishes to Conley. Fisher with the ball. Out defended by Freak. Clock at 6. Wade passes to Hill. Taylor with the rebound. And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. They've got Hill. He's out there with Fisher. And it's Conley in at the 3, the small forward.
And not many people know this, but the Badgers do have one college title in their trophy case. Won the tournament back in 1941. A different time back then, but a title nevertheless.
And that one's good. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports, so it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
And for that 1941 title you mentioned, Greg, for the Badgers, it was actually their first invitation to the College Tournament Club.
How about that for a first impression?
Yeah, not bad.
Not too bad at all. Prior to their recent run of success, that was their lone bright spot as a program.
Hill kicks to Fisher. Wade against Taylor. Double team on Wade. Out left to the wing. Fisher dishes to Wade. From 11 feet away, rejected by Taylor.
Stay down.
Badgers shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
2 shots.
That's good from Gibson.
You know, Wisconsin has not historically had a lot of players in the NBA. That number, however, could be growing in the next few seasons. I mean,
And the big game is just about ready to get going for our second half of play. What a championship atmosphere we've got here tonight. We are just one half of basketball away from seeing college basketball history being made.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
and Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
Freak in at point guard. Ellis is out there with Smith. Then it's Jones. And it's Crawford at the 2. And for the Badgers, Hill is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Decker. Then it's Kaminsky. And it's Evans in at the 4 slot. Hill kicks to Evans. Hawkins is screen on Ellis. Here's Evans. Evans can't get that one to fall. The Wolverines leading by 4.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school.
And it's Jones, that time on the assist by Freak. And Michigan leads by 6.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Well, for a long time, Michigan has been a big power in men's basketball. Really, in all sports, the school has a very strong program.
No doubt, the Wolverines love their sports. Easy to cheer for the basketball program with all the success they've had over the years.
Outside Hill. Hawkins is screen on Crawford. Over to the left wing. And the wide open shot from Decker. Misses the 3. The Wolverines leading by 8. It's Crawford with the drive. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Crawford's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And for the Wolverines, they have one official title in 1989. Have made it into the college championship game a lot of other times. Finished 5 times as the runner-up.
Here's Hill. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Now here's Freak. He's covered by Hawkins. There's the triple. And he hits it from deep. 3 points there from Freak. Freak's got 9.
And it's all one-way traffic tonight, boy. They have been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get. But, again, it's just one game, but nonetheless a very impressive one, the way they've handled their business here.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Wisconsin trails by 13.
And there have been some highs and lows in the Michigan program. Overall, you have to give them credit for being a persistent presence in the tournament. A lot of iconic moments have involved the Maize and Blue.
Freak, he's in at the point. Smith is out there with Cunningham. Then it's Jones. And it's Banks, and it's shooting guard. Here's Payton. Finished off the break.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
From outside the arc. And it's Freak missing. Freak's gone 3 of 9 shooting. Decker passes to Conley. Evans outside. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Wolverines.
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten down in transition.
Now here's Freak. He's covered by Hawkins.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
1:27 left to play in the second half. Ellis with a screen on Hawkins. Here's Freak. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick.
And with this lead, it looks like they'll hold on for the title. A special moment for everyone on the team. And really, what a year it's been for their star, Freak.
Yeah, very impressive considering everybody pinned their hopes on him to lead the team at the start of the season. And he hasn't disappointed. For all the hype that surrounded him, he lived up to all of it.
1:16 left here in the second half. The Badgers working the ball around now.
That's a walk.
Ellis against Evans. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot. And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Wolverines.
Steve, I agree. And, you know, I think the attitude was very impressive. And, Clark, you talked about this before the game. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Yeah, absolutely. They put a tremendous performance in terms of effort and intensity, and they deserve to win this one.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was. Poor Freak. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Screen by Ellis. Here's Freak. And the Wolverines another three.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow.